what the Lord has done? Can you see what the Lord has done?
Praise God, members. I'm here to testify for what the Lord did for my brother. I was called by my sister. I had traveled for work. I was called by my sister. And she told me that our brother got an accident on the road. He was knocked by a motorcycle, and the motorcycle handle pierced him on the stomach. He was rushed for the immediate aid in the nearby hospital called Namayumba Hospital, and on reaching there, the doctors told us that the treatment to be given unto him was above them and they couldn't do anything. We were referred to Mulago Hospital, and we hurriedly went to Mulago Hospital because he was in too much pain. On reaching to Mulago, the doctors told us to discover the problem. They had to first take him for an X-ray, and they took him for an X-ray. After the X-ray, they told us that the kidney was damaged, and they're like, "What's wrong?" The kidney was damaged, and he had to be taken for an operation. After they told us they've discovered some fruits around the lungs, and they had to take him for an operation to remove the fruits. So he was put some tubes to scoop out the waters from his lungs. That operation actually was done like 3 times, but the second time to scoop out the water, everything was now as if fine. The situation was as if recovered. We're like all strong. Now we're hoping to be told that it's time you can now go home. Very happy and calmly seated, the doctors came and told us they found much fruits around his lungs. They had to take him for the 3rd operation. He was taken. We were all in tears, no happiness, everything was stressing, nothing good to talk about, nothing good to look at. And they're like, what's happening? After that 3rd operation, he was put on bed. So the hope we had was tarnished. There he was taken. They told us that there is a need to operate him in the chest because he couldn't breathe well, and he was taken to oxygen. The boy was on bed, couldn't talk, couldn't breathe, couldn't eat. Everything was to be passed into the tubes. Everything was supposed to be passed into tubes. The situation was horrible. We were just in tears, because even the neighbors to look at so that we could be strong, just taking away dead bodies. You could be with a neighbor in the morning, just waking up when he's dead. You see his neighbor, as in the body. I'm going to show you some of his pics before and after being prayed for, so that I may confirm to you that God did something. God did something big.
Kamoga John n'emyaka 17 kati, era nga mu mwezi gwa 28 nafuna accident ya piki. Ne bantwala e Mulago nga spring einako damage, nensobola okujjanjabibwa Mulago. Ndowooza tumazeeyo mwezi gumu ne wiiki, ng'era mbadde nattubu mu kifuba nga enyamba okugyamu amazzi mu kifuba. Neneebaza ne Musumba Alan okuba nga nsobodde okunzalira n'envaayo, era kati ndi ku ssomero.
God did something big that we didn't even believe, that in the midst of we losing hope, the Lord brought hope. So actually I thank Apostle Alan, me and my family, for being there for us, for helping us, for praying for us, because it didn't take one step of him just calling us and as in giving us a prophecy, but he took steps of giving us a prophecy, praying for us, taking his time, everything, because he stood by our side until the time that we left the hospital, until even the time that the boy got recovery. So I thank Apostle Alan. May the Lord do more for you that you request from the bottom of your heart. And to you people out there, just believe everything that I know. People, we have so many different difficulties, but when you trust God, God is able, God is willing, God is a person who, I don't know how I can say, but he's a willing person. He's a person who will never leave you, though which situation that seems like so big that you can't handle, God is there to make it small. So trust me, people, because we had moved so many places, but at the end we received a miracle. If our hospital that we take to be an international hospital, people failed, then who are we not to give praise to the Lord? Who are we? We can't. So I just thank the Lord, because the water that Apostle prayed for healed him.